Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus time travelers. Thank you for being here. I hope that you're doing well. This is your prediction for February 2026. I apologize for getting it out a few days late, but I wanted to do it today and get it out to you as soon as possible. Keep in mind, as always, you know the drill. It's a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, just take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it just means that it's someone else's. And be sure to check out your other placements. And if you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, Taurus, let's begin. Tapping into the Taurus collective now for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Taurus need to know for February 2026? What do they not see coming? What do they need to prepare for? What do they need to know about? One more. Okay, shuffle here. Thank you. I'm going to take Judgment in the heart of your spread. That came out face up. Let's put these other cards back because they were face down. Okay, tell me more here. For the Taurus collective, further clarify that Judgment now for the month of February. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Okay, in the heart of your spread, you had Judgment. In the top row, you have the Seven of Cups. I want to make sure you can see most of these in the camera. Seven of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Sun card. Flanking Judgment, you have the Ten of Pentacles, and you have the Seven of Pentacles. And in the bottom row, you have the Four of Pentacles, you have the Death card, and you have the Two of Wands. At the bottom of the deck is a sneak peek into March. I can't believe I'm saying March, but you have the Seven of Wands, you have the Six of Cups, and you have the King of Swords. Whoa, okay. You're pushing someone away here. That leaves the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Wands here to the Hierophant, to you. At the bottom of the deck, what is happening here, my Taurus collective? All right, let's start to clarify. I'm using the cards in the After Tarot deck. Messages and images in this deck are a little bit different, so we'll go through them as we need to in this reading. But let's start to clarify. Clarify this further here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for February 2026. I keep stumbling over my words, Taurus. This is a really hard decision that you're making in the month of February. Tell me more about this here. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups, Three of Swords, the Sun, Ten of Pentacles, Judgment, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Death card, and the Two of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Seven of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. The Sun card is clarified by the Death card. Ten of Pentacles is clarified by Page of Wands. Judgment is clarified by the Sun. The Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Cups. The Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. The Death card is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. And the Two of Wands is clarified by the Tower. I have a Taurus collective here moving in a new direction. Could be in career and finance, love and romance, or could be something else for some of you. At the bottom of the deck for March, we have you and your power, the Empress, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Swords. And that leaves the Lovers, the High Priestess, and Queen of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, your overall energy. Judgment to the Sun card. I want to be happy. Short and sweet. I want the Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. I know my value. I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table. This is your overall energy for the month of February. I know who and what I am, and I know who and what I deserve. This is fierce, and I typically don't get that with this combination. But I'm feeling fierce and determined. Like I know who I am, know what I want, know what I deserve. No one's going to stop me. So you're making the judgment call here in the month of February to be happy. Not fake happy, not rainbows and unicorns happy, not a facade. This is real, genuine intent to be happy, to engage in situations, environments, or connections that add to your happiness or lend to your happiness. This is I'm blocking out the distractions. This is a feeling of healing and growth. In the top row, we have the Seven of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Swords to the Five of Pentacles, and the Sun card to the Death card. I don't know what you've been dealing with, Taurus, if you have had emotional setbacks, financial setbacks, possibly loss of a loved one. Whatever it is that you've been going through, there's been like this metamorphosis here going on. It's kind of like you've been It's like you've been in a cocoon. You've been in a cocoon, keeping to yourself, healing, not a lot of contact with the outside world. Even if you do have to engage with people, it's never to the point of being extremely vulnerable. So I'm feeling here for you that up until the month of February, you were laid back, engaging but not overgiving. A lot of heavy concentration on healing. And the month of February is like you busting out of the shell and you're like, here I am, I'm a beautiful butterfly. After all of these months or years of being in a cocoon, you're not confused about your value, about your worth, about what you deserve. You're could be changing up your look this month, changing how you dress, changing your hair, getting more into fitness. This is glow up energy. This is the world is my oyster and I'm ready to claim my oyster. I'm ready to find my pearl, right? Three of Swords to the Five of Pentacles. Again, whatever has been affecting you emotionally, maybe even financially, you are, I don't want to say you're well over it, but you are coming out of it. Something here has been plaguing the Taurus collective for a while, some type of pain or resentment or, like I said, sorrow or loss here, but you're coming out of it. In the After Tarot deck, the individual is on the outside, but the reason why they're on the outside is because they went on the inside, right? They went internal, they did the work, they healed, and now they get to come out of this place holding a sack of goods. They're no longer like these individuals here who are shivering out in the cold. They're now armed and ready. So no longer feeling an emotional or financial lack. Sun to the Death card, huge transformation. Like I said, this could be the month where you are changing things up, changing up your vehicle, changing up how you look externally, taking better care of yourself in terms of exercise or dietary regimens. This is definitely a rebirth energy. Flanking the Sun to the Judgment card, we have the Ten of Pentacles and we have the Page of Wands. You are in pursuit of abundance, emotional abundance and financial abundance. And it's giving me the feeling of like no stone left unturned. There's also a feeling here of I'm not going back to how I used to be. So I feel like I've tapped into a group of you where you are an entirely new kind of Taurus in the month of February. There's no going back. You're leaving behind the person that you used to be. That will always remain a memory. That's the girl I used to be. That's the boy I used to be. But I'm now venturing out into the world as a new me. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups. You are being a little overindulgent here in the month of February when it comes to investing yourself, improving your skills. Again, this is very much the energy of I'm putting myself first. I've put everyone else first long enough and I just want to be happy. And this is you being in the pursuit of happiness. And like I said, investing in yourself internally as well as externally. The bottom row is the biggest shift, a new opportunity here. I just heard falls in your lap. A new opportunity falls in your lap in the month of February. And it's quite different than what you're used to, and you are very intrigued by it. So I don't know if this is a new job opportunity, a new investment opportunity, could be new love. I always say in love readings, the pentacles are the strongest. It's great to feel that affection, right, when we're looking at the cup suit. And the Ten of Cups is great. But in terms of long-term committed partnership, I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is really where you want to be, right? That's long-term emotional investment in someone that's building a future together. So, I mean, for some of you, if you're single and you're interested in love, this very well could be a love partner. Whatever it is, the intended purpose from Source, from Divine, to give you this opportunity is like an exit door because you're already powered up and ready. You're ready for the new. I don't think you're ready for this new. I'm going to clarify this for you. I don't think you're ready for this new because this kind of shakes you a little bit out of your comfort zone or gives you a reason to exit your comfort zone. So again, could be a new job opportunity, new love opportunity, could be new housing opportunity for you as well. Whatever that opportunity is, you're taking it. You're deciding to collaborate with the individual. So the first Death card, it's like Death card to the Sun, and then we see your energy, Sun to Judgment. This is you rebirthing yourself in respect to how you show up in the world. Again, because of a lot of internal healing, you're now even looking differently externally. People are interacting with you and they're noticing the difference. But this is the second transformative phase in the month of February, and this you do not see coming. It looks like for most of you, please don't allow tarot to dictate what you do, but it looks like you decide to collaborate or work on this opportunity with someone else. Two of Wands to the Tower. This will change whatever future plan you had here for your life. Tower to the Two of Wands, this changes it. When I look in March, you are pushing back someone who's been in your life for quite some time. I don't know who this King of Swords to the Six of Cups is, but that Seven of Wands, you are quite defensive against this person. It's like, nope, I know who I am now, and I know my power, and I know what I want, and I'm moving forward with this opportunity, like this, like whether you like it or not. So I don't know if you're like excommunicating someone from your life, but you're very adamant here that the past will not hold you back. And that past, it appears here, it could be a person for some of you. And then we have you in this energy here, the Empress, the Knight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. This opportunity, I don't know if you're going to see it at the time, that it is freeing you from a comfort zone that you have outgrown, like the new you cannot exist here anymore, right? So there is a feeling here of like you now busting out. And it very well could be an unexpected job opportunity or a love interest. I mean, we do have the Lover's card there at the bottom of the deck. But it looks like you're going within. You are making the decision and you're choosing to move forward with whatever this opportunity is. So normally I would just end the reading there and get into the oracle cards, but I want to know what this is all about from my bull gang. So Taurus, you're feeling really good in your skin. Why is that? Let's look at that first. Let's clarify that Judgment card for Taurus. 2 Death cards, 2 Sun cards. I mean, like, who are you? Really, who are you? And then we see you in March as the Empress, like totally in your glory, whether you're masculine or feminine, ready to birth or create a new path here for yourself. It's beautiful. But why is Judgment here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Judgment is being clarified by the King of Cups, the Fool, and the Nine of Wands, bottom of deck, High Priestess. There's like this internal calling here. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready to be happy. I'm feeling emotionally balanced. I'm speaking like you. I'm ready to bust out of the cocoon. Whatever was sent to kill me only made me stronger. That's the thing that I have here with that Fool to the Nine of Wands. It's like, I'm ready. I'm ready for the new me to emerge. Tell me more about the Sun card energy here for Taurus. Tell me more about the Sun card energy. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Sun card energy, Queen of Swords. The Nine of Wands came out twice, and the Chariot. Yeah, this is, I'm ready. What's that? Is that Diana Ross? I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. This is you coming out. I don't know how long you were in that cocoon stage for, where you had to go within and heal this old wound or deal with some changes that maybe you weren't quite ready for. Something impacted you. Something, gave you a 2-punch knockout there, but you may have been down for a while, but you were not out. And in February, you're coming out. You're back up in the ring. Boxing gloves are on. You're like, I'm ready to go. And you're looking really effing good while you're doing it. This is the best I've seen you in a long time, Taurus. So I want to look at this opportunity. 4 Pentacles. We're going to clarify that comfort zone. This is going to pull you out of that comfort zone. Tell me about that 4 Pentacles. I mean, I could be speaking to a Taurus where you're dating someone and this is the month you're proposing to them or they're proposing to you. That's how life-changing this is. I could be speaking to a Taurus where you work for someone and this is the month that you decide, I'm going to become my own business owner. I'm ready. I'm going to launch it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to plan for it. And then that's something that you end up doing over the course of the next couple of months. I don't see you here ending a connection, but I mean, it's possible, right? It's a general collective reading. Whatever you're doing here feels good to you. Because you're ready to present to the world the new you. It's like Taurus 2.0 here. Tell me about that 4 of Pentacles, that comfort zone. One more shuffle. Thank you. The comfort zone, the Tower. Yeah, you're moving on from the comfort zone. And that opportunity is your ticket to ride, my love. The Tower, the 10 of Cups, and the Hangman. Because after a long time of being in that incubation stage, I now know what makes me happy. I know what makes me happy. I know what I want. 2 of Swords, that Page of Wands again. My decision is made. Remember I said you're leaving the old you behind? You're leaving the old you behind. You also could be leaving behind a job, a situation, environment, connection, maybe even a community. This could be the idea that you want to relocate. 3 of Cups to the 9 of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. What is this opportunity? This you probably see coming already in your energy, because I'm doing the reading on, what is today? The 4th, and I'll release it on the 4th. So you probably are already feeling this energy, but this, I don't think you see this coming. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. Because that's like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this, or I've been praying for this, or I can't believe this is happening. This is a shock. And then you're like, yep, I'm taking it. Even if no one else supports you, you're like, oh, I spent a long time taking care of everyone else. This is mine. This is mine. I'm doing this. Mine. Tell me more about that Ace of Pentacles here. One more shuffle. Thank you. What is this Ace of Pentacles? The Fool. Your new beginning. It's your ticket to ride. Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This is your moment. This Ace of Pentacles gets you towards a little bit closer now towards your North Star, towards your wish fulfillment. And we have the World card. Yeah, this will change the game. So you claim that Ace of Pentacles however you need it to be. I mean, you could be winning the lottery, meeting the love of your life, finding the job of your dreams, launching your own business, coming together with someone. This is absolutely beautiful energy, but it's all because prior to this month, you did the work. This is specifically, I feel, for those of you where you disentangled yourself from something that was heartbreaking or something that was toxic. You went inside, you looked at it rationally. What did they do? What did I do? Why did I end up here? How did I end up here? And you kept to yourself. You know, it's like you went through the winter season, regardless of where you live in the world. But this is like, you know, when we go in the winter season, it's kind of like hibernation mode for a lot of animals, for a lot of people too. I know for myself here in New Jersey, a lot of it's like hunker down, right? We only leave the house for 1 hour midday when it's like the warmest it can be that day, right? And then the rest of the time we're in our home. But this is like spring for you. Again, regardless where you live in the world, I'm not talking about seasonally, I'm talking about energetically. This is your spring. These are the beautiful flowers now that are going to bud up and rise up in your lovely garden, Taurus, because you took the time to go within and nurture yourself. So this is absolutely beautiful. I mean, talk about a whole new chapter. This is huge. I'm going to throw this out there. You could be partnered, but kind of on the last leg with your partner. And this could be you meeting someone new and you going, you know what, that's the catalyst. It very well, because I see you pushing back on someone here in March. Someone here who's associated that you have memories with or you have a history with, and you're pushing back like, no, I don't, nope, I want this, I don't want that. So can you clarify that a little bit for me here? Yeah, you're pushing back on the Six of Cups to the King of Swords. What is this here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Chariot. Yeah, because you're moving forward. You're leaving behind whatever this is in pursuit of your Nine of Cups, of your happiness. Queen of Pentacles, there you are, whether you are masculine or feminine. Anything else Taurus needs to know about this for March? Yeah, this would be you like resisting the old job, deciding to move. It could be you moving on from a friendship, moving on from a love partner. You're definitely moving on, and you're moving towards happiness. Thanks in part to this new opportunity. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Strength card. And we have the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Magician. This is like everything you've ever manifested. And I think you waited a long time. You were very patient with yourself, with God, with Source, the universe, whatever you want to call it. You were very patient. And this manifestation now is coming in. Yep, I told you, Hermit. Specifically for those of you where you have done the work, bravo to you. You're coming out. You want the whole world to know. And oh my God, I'm so busy celebrating me. What is that? Oh my God, it's a whole new opportunity that has the potential to take your life in a new direction. It's literally your best reading. This is highly claimable. I might just call it like, you really don't see this coming. You really don't see this coming. Okay. Taurus, you shocked me here. This is a good one. All right, let's get an oracle card here for each row. And it was a little clunky in the beginning, right? Like the way the cards were coming out. Now I'm realizing it was you like busting through that cocoon, you know? You ever see a butterfly emerge from the chrysalis and you're just like, oh my God. It's I used to volunteer at a museum in town, and we had an exhibit in the window of monarch butterflies. And so we would see them getting to the chrysalis stage. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. I'm sorry. I'm so gung-ho for you. I'm not even like thinking straight right now. And it would sit there and the kids would come by, a lot of kids in the neighborhood, and third grade classroom, local class would come by, and they did like a whole exhibit on it. And then we had this, it was a really big moment. Like we had the news here in our little small town museum when the butterflies actually came out, and they were just, the monarch butterflies were absolutely beautiful. And we had planted some butterfly bushes throughout the properties along Main Street, and so the butterflies would always have a place to come back and return to, and it was like a really nice day. And we named, we assumed that they were male, female, and we actually did have someone there who was able to decipher between the two, so we decided to call them after the husband and wife who founded our town. But anyway, so yeah, that was the feeling. Like, it was a little clunky the way your cards are coming out, but it is a little clunky, right, when you're busting out of a cocoon that you've been in for so long. And man, I mean, 2 Fool cards, 2 Chariot cards. Who are you? Who are you, Taurus? 1 card here for the bottom row. Yeah. Deservingness. Yeah, this is it. I deserve to be happy. I know what I want. I know what I deserve. That was exactly the energy I was getting. 1 card here for the top row. I'll read these to you in a second. 1 card here for the middle row. 1 card here for the last row. Oh, you got 2. Beautiful. Okay, your top row. Focus on your priorities. That's what you're doing. Higher learning. You have learned from your past experiences. More inner study is now required to further the progress. Yeah, this is what you have been doing. You have been doing the inner work and the further study. And now you are focused on your priorities. And your priorities here, you've got 2 of them. 1, you. 2, your happiness. I love this for you. Ask your angels for your needs to be met. So again, as you continue to manifest this opportunity that, again, I don't think you see coming right away, continue to ask for it. And you have facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Exactly, like a monarch butterfly. You look amazing in February. Clean energy food. I think a lot of you are cleansing your energy. I think you have been cleansing your energy. Again, it could also be a change of diet in this month, or a change of exercise. You have sacred self. You are unleashing your spirit. I told you, express your gifts and dance to the sacred rhythm of life. And then you have divine order. Do what you feel is right, because there's an important lesson here unfolding for you. And close it out with some kippers. Whew, you're looking damn good here. Two cards here for that top row. 2 cards here for the middle row. 2 cards here for the final row. I told you unexpected income came out. Oh, wait till I tell you this. Wait till I tell you this. So top row, family room and official person. I feel like this is you, because in the past, I think you put your family and everyone else in front of you, in front of the line. And, you know, that's one of your worst and best qualities, Taurus. I have to tell you that. I was married to a Taurus for 24 years, and he's still my best friend, so I'm not bad-mouthing Tony at all. But had I not asked for the divorce, the 2 of us would have sat in that miserable marriage forever, literally forever. He would have never moved. I think he's triple Taurus, so talk about stubborn. But I also saw the best qualities of him. And unfortunately, they were to his detriment, and he would overgive. Now, for Tony, it was overgiving to work, overgiving to his kids, not so much overgiving to me. That was some of the issues we had in the marriage. But anyway, but he's an overgiver. Now, since he has come out of the cocoon, he's a different kind of Tony. He still gives, but he gives with limits, and he makes himself number 1 in his life. And I like this. I think beforehand it was the other way around, and it probably was the other way around for you too. Everyone else gets the oxygen mask put on first, and meanwhile nobody's putting the oxygen mask on yourself. I think what you learned is similar to like when we're in an airplane and there's turbulence. The first thing they teach you is you got to put the mask on yourself, and I think that's what you're learning to do. I can take care of everyone else, but I have to come first, and my happiness has to come first, and that's what you're doing. For the middle row, you have privileged lady and you have lovers in the reverse. I do think that you, for a long time, you were undecided about whether or not you wanted to put yourself first. It might be a little uncomfortable, for you. I saw it in Tony when it first happened for him a couple of years ago. But now he is very much in his skin as like the official person of his life, as the emperor or empress of his life. So I think it's just little growing pains for you. It might be a little uncomfortable because this is a big change here. It's a choice you're making, but it's quite a big change for you. But I expect to see that privileged lady card on the side upright. You could be privileged man. I don't read body parts, but yeah, it's going to take a little getting used to. And then you have thoughts and unexpected income. Remember I was saying that's kind of like something you've been manifesting or hoping or praying for. Maybe you didn't think that this would ever come in, or you didn't think it was possible. Boom, there it is. Unexpected Ace of Pentacles. You cannot make this up. This will set your life on a new path. Oh, absolutely. You have gift and you have main female. And then you have message. I'm telling you, you're receiving some kind of message here, a new opportunity that has the potential, should you choose to take your life in an entirely new direction, and you so deserve it. That is what I have for you, Taurus, for February 2026. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And thank you once again for being a time traveler. I do appreciate your support, and I hope that these messages help you with your journey. Until I read for you again, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.